for the Sprite. Ice-cold keys to the game. Well, Clark, let's take a look at the Mavericks for just a second. What's the key for them?
Jason Terry has to come through for him, Kevin. For the last couple of weeks, his game has not been as efficient. It's gone off the deep end. His scoring numbers are way down. That's definitely a concern.
Clark, how about Oklahoma City? What do you think will be the key for them?
Well, if they can force a bad game out of Dirk Nowitzki, they'll really help their chance. He's got the top field goal percentage in the league, and for good reason. He's a terrific finisher around the basket, uses both hands effectively, and understands how to take advantage of angles.
Mavericks on D. The dump off to Collison. Leads him with the pass. Great anticipation. Oklahoma City on D. They're moving on after the tough loss they took at the hands of the Nuggets.
I noticed their offensive rebounding was slim to none, almost non-existent. They didn't really have many chances to capitalize on second chance buckets. I mean, just 4 or 5 baskets can be a 10-point difference. So I think they needed to play with more energy and effort down low.
Kept alive. Here's Collison cooking off the offensive rebound.
Snares the offensive rebound and sends it home.
To the corner. Terry frames it from just inside the three-point line. Jason Terry has played point guard. Jason Terry has played the 2 guard. Wherever he plays, he's always been effective.
Yeah, and he's just a player. I don't really think you get caught into categorizing him point guard, 2 guard, starter, reserve. Just find him minutes, put the ball in his hands, and let him make plays for you. And that's what he does. He brings energy and effervescence that's contagious. And he's always upbeat. I mean, this guy is never down, and he's always ready to roll. And that has to be positive for a team. Not to mention that if he gets shots, he's going to give you big numbers.
Here's Howard. I'm inside. Count it, and the foul. He completes the 3-point play. Here's Westbrook. He had 35 points last game out. Tipped. Seconds to shoot. Here's Cephalosha. Off the mark with the 3 ball. Now the Mavericks with it. It's a 3-point game. They're getting their first look at the Thunder in this one.
The first of 4 between these teams this season.
To Gooden. Terry from short range. Russell Westbrook with the rebound. Oklahoma City trailing. 4 games, 1 team. That's a nice chunk of your schedule.
Exact same conference too, Kevin. So anytime you face a conference team, it's even more important and significant that you take them out.
Cephalosha. Kept alive. Here's Thomas. Nails it from close range.
You can't forget about him when you're boxing out. That's what he does. He crashes the glass.
Here's Kidd. Last time out he had 13 points. Here's Nowitzki. It's in.
Easy look in the paint. The defense got abused there.
Here comes Westbrook. Right now averaging 15 points a game. To Cephalosha. 6 seconds to shoot. Down low. Collison. The shot misses. And Dallas the other way. Defeated by the Hornets in their last game. They'll try to put that one behind them.
But they just never seem to get on track. They struggle to get into their usual groove. It seemed like they were disjointed and off balance and tentative all game long.
Here's Westbrook. Jason Kidd making his last shot. Here's Harden. Under 8 minutes left in the first. Here's Kidd. Pops it in on the layup.
Beautiful pass there to find his man streaking up court.
Here comes Westbrook. Kidd is tagged with the reach. That's his first foul of the game. While we have a break in the action, now let's check out the league's best shooting teams. Let's take a look at Dallas, the most efficient team in the NBA in terms of scoring.
As a team, they really execute their offense, so guys know where they're going to get their shots from. and they make sure that guys shoot the shots they're most comfortable with. Ball movement, player movement, execution leads to high field goal percentage.
And here are the Thunder now. They trail by 7.
Kicked it to the right guy at the right time. That's a good pass.
Here's Kidd. Right now averaging 11 points a game. Kidd. No good. So Oklahoma City will take it the other way. Here's Westbrook. Had a piece of it. They retained possession. They couldn't beat the buzzer. That's a turnover. Now we get a chance to check out the standings out west. Already we're in December. You take a look at the Thunder. They've had a very slow start to the season so far. They're down in the bottom half of the conference. And of course the Dallas Mavericks, just a couple of spots back. It's tipped. Here comes Westbrook. The handoff to Westbrook. Skip pass inside. 6 seconds to shoot. To Westbrook. From deep. Shot's good. Here's Kidd. Just over 6 minutes left in the first quarter. Mary backs in. Gets in close. No luck. So Oklahoma City will take it the other way. It's 1-on-1. Here's Harden. Tipped. The Mavericks leading. Marion. Here's Kidd. Howard for 3. It bounces out of bounds after the shot. Time called here. The Thunder decide to talk it over. Clark, I know among owners in the NBA, the luxury tax continues to be one of their main concerns, not getting in luxury tax issues. Some teams are starting to become more fiscally conservative. Others spend with no regard whatsoever. How do you see the landscape of this issue? Should you be able to buy your team? Should you be more conservative and watch the numbers and make sure you cap it off right there?
Well, I think that's an individual call for the 30 owners in the NBA, Kevin. The luxury tax is in place for those who would like to stay within certain parameters financially, and those who decide they would like to try to pay and go above the luxury tax in an effort to win a championship or build a championship team. That is clearly their prerogative, but there are consequences either way. I think you can build championship teams within the luxury tax without going to that point, but there's also the option to go beyond the luxury tax threshold if you so choose, and I think that's a personal decision that the owners have to make individually.
And here is Howard. 11 points last game. Howard backs down. 6 seconds to shoot. Here's Marion. Kisses it off the glass and in.
Just like they drew it up in practice, Kevin. Sweet dish inside.
Deflects the pass. Here's Westbrook. Drains it from short range. 6 points for him.
His agility and soft touch really paid off there. Not many players could have laid that in.
Dirk puts up the baby hook, and that one's good.
Watching a team shoot this well is fun for some fans watching at home, but it's no picnic for the guy who's coaching the defense. I mean, he's really upset with how his team is not giving the effort at that end of the floor. Simply put, that's just bad defense.
And here is Thomas. Here's Harden. Tough to line.
And you look at what they've done, or rather what they haven't done, it's hold on to the ball. They had 4 turnovers already this quarter.
And it's the Thunder with the ball, following the miss by Jason Kidd. It's off his leg. And the refs whistling a kick ball. The Thunder changing it up. And it's the Thunder with the ball. It's a 3-point game. shot clock. Here's Kristich. Scooped up. There's the buzzer, and that's a shot clock violation. Now the Mavericks with it. 3-point lead. Hit to the right corner. To Marion. Kristich is there. Down low. Jacks up the triple. Good. He's got 7.
And right now, Kevin, they're getting everything they want and sending a message while they're doing it.
To the paint. To Kristich. Leads him in. Harden lays it in. Sweet time to lead into the rack. We talked about sending a message, Clark. This certainly is one way to do that.
Well, it really is, Kevin. I mean, it's demoralizing to a defense when you can't and don't consistently get stops.
And here is Nowitzki. 25 points last game. Here's Barea. Hits back rim and out. Oklahoma City trailing. Westbrook. Puts up the baby hook. They rule this one goaltender. Not the shot.
Russell Westbrook played 2 years of college basketball at UCLA, Kevin, and I fell in love with him there. I liked his personality, I liked his athleticism, and all of that has been on display in his first season in the NBA. He's a guy who's kind of brought that team together with his personality and his presence. And then on the court, you talk about a guy who can finish and defend any perimeter position and who competes hard. He's a promising young player in the backcourt for Oklahoma.
Here's Harden. Does not get the go-ahead bucket.
He's had some problems finding the range here in this quarter.
Here's Kidd. Lob. Got a piece of it. 6 seconds to shoot. And it heads out of bounds. Last touch by the Thunder. Westbrook really has his fingerprints all over this one.
He came out aggressively right from the start, looking to get his shot, and he's delivered so far. It's hard to keep it up once the defense starts to make some adjustments, though.
Well, if he keeps shooting at this rate, it won't be long before that happens. And here are the Thunder now. The Mavericks making the shot. Harden buries the short-range jumper. He's got 6.
Excellent anticipation there, Kev. He placed that pass perfectly.
Here's Nowitzki. Kept alive. Mary backs him down. Here's Kidd. Connects.
When you get a hot hand like him, it's real simple. You need to keep going with it.
To Collison. Here comes Kidd. 9 points in the game so far. Howard finished off the break.
The defense left him just a little window to get through, and he just ducked in for the layup. Terrific job.
Here's Westbrook. They trail by 6. Westbrook flushes it with the one-handed jam. 10 points for him.
There's high percentage shot, and then there are 100% shot. That's as close as it gets right there.
To Barea. Nowitzki inside, working on Collison. To Kidd. Releases from 15. The shot no good, so Oklahoma City will take it the other way. Here's Harden. Hits the quick shot. Here's Kidd. 24 seconds left in the first. On the shot clock. There's Nowitzki. Scooped up. Mary backs in. Misses the buzzer beater. The Mavericks with the slight lead.
Well, they're blocking shots.